What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Taville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Oscar Delahoya, Manny Pacquiao. Get this. Delahoya says that he was ready to die during the career-ending fight with Manny Pacquiao. Oscar Delahoya goes in depth. He says, "It starts in training camp. I'm training for Manny. And keep in mind, it's 3 months before the fight, okay?" Delahoya says, "I was getting beat up by sparring partners. At one point during training camp, maybe midday, I decided it's over for me. I can't take this. I'm getting beat up so much. My body doesn't feel right. I started drinking during camp." Wow. He also continued with the drinking. He said this. He said, it's the first time, Delahoya says, he consumed alcohol during camp. And he continued with, I started drinking, and I'm not caring anymore. He continues, my whole career, I was always focused, always determined, 100%. But this time, I just felt like it was over. Just months later, on April 14th, 2009, Delahoya announced his retirement across the street from where his 7-foot bronze statue still stands in front of what was known as the Staples Center. And let me counterpunch. I've already told you guys about Delahoya and his inner demons, his substance abuse problems, his problems with alcohol, drugs, etc. And this is the first time that I ever heard how bad it was for Delahoya in his last training camp, that he decided to drink and he felt like it was over. I feel, needed to step out of that fight, get his bearings back. But because I honestly think that Delahoya, despite the wars that he's been in, I think he could have fought a lot longer than he did. Him saying that he was willing to die in the ring, well, I think what you do outside of the ring is pretty much affects how much and what happens in the ring, as you guys can see, because we seen him, he couldn't keep up with Manny. Manny popped him at will with that left, then right hooks to the body, then flurries, then more straight lefts, and Delahoya could not keep up. I don't doubt he did start drinking. Maybe it was his only time. He claimed that was the only time that he started drinking. Now you could look at that as justification of why his performance was so piss poor. But I will say this. Him saying he was ready to die during the career ending fight with Manny Pacquiao, it comes off as though he was ready to die in the ring. But we know that's far from the truth. That's bullshit, because he quit on his stool. He quit in between the 8th and the 9th round, and when it came out for the 9th, he did not come up. He did not get up. He got up to congratulate Manny Pacquiao after Manny Pacquiao made his face look like it was a different ethnicity, right? He didn't even look like himself. Manny Pacquiao was putting a whooping on Delahoya and sealing the deal for his retirement. But I think the underlining issue that Delahoya was making here is the fact that he announced retirement after this fight where he began to drink and he began to do things that he's never done in his career. I think it was definitely time for him to take rehab and to get some help, get some treatment, especially when he retired. Okay, and then again, I don't even think that he should have retired, and I think that was based on his substance abuse. I think he should have came back to made a better account of himself, at least got a win in his career to walk out on top, to walk out, with a W. And that may have affected Delahoya on through, because that ass whooping he got from Manny Pacquiao, look, those things hurt you in time. You never really get over that, especially if you can watch it at will on HBO, Showtime, or wherever. And he watches that and he sees how, the alcohol destroyed any possibility or chance of him winning or being successful in a fight with Manny Pacquiao, the younger, smaller, quicker fighter. So I think all that took a toll on Delahoya. And I think Delahoya making such drastic changes and making such a huge decision while under the influence of alcohol, I think he should have re-stepped his boundaries. Okay, because just the year before that, in 2007, he had a split decision loss to Floyd Money Mayweather. Okay, so if anything, you retire the year after. I don't think so. I think that De La Hoya should have took his time, got himself back, got him some help, dried out, cleaned up, then went to the gym, then started training to see what he really has left. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of De La Hoya stating that he was ready to die during career-ending fight with Manny Pacquiao. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counting.